Question to you is, the law minister tweeted your interview and clearly said that the constitution is being hijacked. How do you see this?
No, the law minister did not say the constitution is hijacked. I said the constitution is hijacked, and he sort of patted me on the shoulder. Well, thank you very much for the pat on the shoulder. It's nice of you to agree with me, but my observations were not on a political side of it. I had given great thought to when I said all that, and my thoughts have not changed. I still say the Supreme Court has hijacked in 1992 what till 1992 was a good system, was then considered by the Supreme Court to be not a good system. And they evolved their own system and became their own appointing authorities. This, to my mind, was incorrect. The Constitution does not provide for a collegium system, and the Supreme Court has, to my mind, not correctly interpreted the Constitution to make itself the masters.
So, not only the politicians but also a lot of people in the legal fraternity are raising questions in the collegium system. What are your views as to how the collegium system can be either made better, or shall there be a different system for this?
You know, collegium system can be made better. Better is to my mind, flogging a dead horse. I don't think it can be made better. It has a new system has to evolve. You may have traces of the old and traces of the new and traces of something else, but something else has to come about. Now, the National Judicial Commission that was sought to be made had its own drawbacks, which were pointed out, and it could have been modified and improved and then tried. I mean, we have tried the first part, we've tried the collegium system, and now let's try something different now. Because there's no doubt that improvement is necessary. There's no doubt that the judiciary cannot be its own appointing authority. So there has to be something different.
What are your suggestions with regards to this? How can there be a different system? What should the government bring in INJC, or something else should be done?
You know, government and the judiciary, which also includes the high courts, the judiciary and the government must sit together and debate as to what are the drawbacks and how to improve it and to make it more acceptable, transparent, and creditable. It must be a creditable system. You can't have the judiciary being accused of not being correct, and however it is, you can't have the judiciary being not correct. It has to be correct, and therefore, if today it is not correct, let's correct it. It's not that one has the government has won and the Supreme Court has lost. You can't lose and win in these things. This is an ongoing process or an evolution of how to become perfect. So we are all trying. We tried. Now you are trying, and we appreciate if you try. But do not have an acrimonious debate amongst yourselves. You are both a very, very powerful, matured wing of the society. On the other hand, you are the cream, and why are you falling into the gutters? Stop it. You are the cream of the society. Please rise above it and debate. Have a constructive debate and bring about a system. And why not?
Ananya, my colleague, is joining us for more on this. Ananya, the fight between the centre and the judiciary, the executive and the judiciary arm, has been going on for a while now, the back and forth, especially over the appointment of judges, over files being rejected, being sent back. Now we have another flashpoint, it seems.
Well, definitely, Poonam, we just spoke to Justice RS Sodhi former judge of the Delhi High Court, somebody who has handled sensitive cases like Jessica Lal, like in fact the Priyadarshini Mattu murder case as well, giving out his views on this particular debate. The first and foremost thing and the most important thing that he says is that both the center and the executive are the cream of the society. They should deliberate upon this. They should sit and discuss this particular system. He says that the collegium system needs a rework, and that has to be given out, and there has to be a system that comes in place which has better transparency, which gives better chances and opportunities to the lawyers who are capable in nature. And we have been hearing this from the legal fraternity for a very long time. But Justice RS Sodhi, most important point is that instead of fighting, instead of going out on public platforms and giving out comment against each other, the judiciary and the executive should sit and discuss this whole issue. They should create a system in Parliament and then create a system which is suitable for all, not only for, not just for the executive or not just for the judiciary, but for both of them. Now, where this debate actually started, it actually began in November last year when the law minister in an event in Gujarat actually said that the collegium system is opaque in nature. Then we saw comments coming in from the Vice President of India at the Ellen Singhvi lecture, then at the Parliament of India. Then we saw how there was a back and forth of names that were sent by the collegium for collegium recommendations which were to be cleared by the government. However, there has been a lot of controversy over that as to why names are not being cleared. And recently, the most recent development that we saw was when the Supreme Court, while resending the name of Saurabh Kirpal and certain other judges, gave out long collegium recommendation dealing with all the objections that the government had, objections that the IB had with all of these people. So we have to wait as to how and where this debate actually goes, because we thought that this would end the debate, but then we saw a comment coming in from the Chief Justice of India, who was speaking recently at an event wherein he said that the basic structure of the Constitution is like a North Star and should and give guidance to those who are interpreting the Constitution of India. This was in the wake of the comments of the Vice President of India, who said that the basic structure of the Constitution is flawed.
So there has been back and forth between the executive and the judicial arm of this country. Do stay on with me. We have some more breaking news coming in as well, because the politics on this is only escalating with each passing day.